So this is pretty huge. We got some brand new footage for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet that's actually footage of the game functioning and performing the way it should. Isn't that absolutely crazy? Listen, if you don't know, if you haven't heard, Nintendo Switch 2, they're going to have a bunch of free updates for a bunch of different games, including Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I believe if I remember correctly, Pokemon Sword and Shield is in that list as well. Super Mario Odyssey, a bunch of different games. We covered this in a different video, but essentially, some games are getting an upscale, so it's basically to match the output resolution of the console, so 4K. It's not the same as Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, where those are actual, new assets, new textures, new kind of, they're like an actual overhaul of the, this is just an upscale. So it's taking the graphics that are already there and just kind of like upscaling them to 4K, essentially. But with that, we're also getting from many games, including Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, is better frame rate. So we're getting smoother frame rates on the Switch 2, and that's huge for Scarlet and Violet, because if you don't know, that game performed horribly. So this one's coming from the Nintendo Today app. It's only about a 30-second clip, and the resolution is only like 720p. I'm blowing it up, upscaling it essentially to 4K for you guys, so it's not going to be the greatest quality image, but look at the frame rate. So I'll throw it up on the screen, you guys take a look right now. By the way, if you enjoy this one, leave a like, subscribe for more, do a variety of Nintendo-based content, and Nintendo Switch 2 is just around the corner, going to be covering a lot. And of course, if you haven't seen, I have a ton of guides for Switch, for Scarlet and Violet here on the channel, which is exciting. But look at this gameplay. So I want you to take note of this gameplay because essentially it's first of all, it's buttery smooth. Okay, it works really well. There's no lagging, there's no frame drops, and again, if you've played Scarlet and Violet is notorious for just being horrible performance-wise, which is unfortunate because it's a really good game, in my opinion. I think it's a really solid game. It's not like the best Pokemon game in the world, but I had a lot of fun with the game. I think it's a solid game, but the performance is just horrendous. And there's one scene you actually see when they're going through the water. There's a ton of Pokemon on screen. I mean, there are a lot of Pokemon on screen, and there's not a single frame drop. Like, everything's buttery smooth. A bunch of Pokemon moving around, right? There's a bunch of Gyarados kind of in the water. We have a couple of Slowpokes and stuff on the shoreline. A couple of other Pokemon. I mean, there's a lot of Pokemon on screen. Just kind of doing a quick, count off the top of my head. I mean, there's like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, there's probably like 20. Maybe 20, I don't know, I'm not counting all of them, but there's probably like 15 to 20 Pokemon on the screen, and everything's buttery smooth. So I think this just showcases that even with these free updates, it's going to make the Switch 1 games that are not getting like actual full-blown, like, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild treatment, they're going to look better, and they're going to perform way better, which is the big thing. Because I think it was what, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, I believe it was, I think also had some frame rate issues, a lot of frame rate drops and stuff. So even, stuff like that is just going to work so much better on the Switch 2, because the Switch 2 has that more powerful CPU and powerful, internals. These games are going to function the way they should have functioned on Switch 1. It's unfortunate they didn't function that way in Switch 1, but, developers are very limited with the Switch 1, and with Switch 2, you can just give it a free update, and again, it's going to be like pretty much no work for these developers. Just boom, do a little quick upscale, better frame rate, and it's gonna be good, because again, a lot of these games just did not perform well, especially Scarlet and Violet. So want to share that with you guys here on the channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about these free updates? Again, if you missed that whole video where we talked about that, I'll try to remember to link down in the description below. We covered it already here on the channel, but yeah, it's, again, lots of games getting free updates, and it's nice to see how Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is taking advantage of that with a better frame rate. So it's a welcome change, and I can't wait to see, hands-on with these games when they come out. So leave a like, subscribe for more. Stick around, we've got a lot more Nintendo Switch 2 coming, content coming, Lord willing, of course, more news and guides and walkthroughs and tutorials and gameplays, you name it. It's going to be a great time, so stick around for more. Until the next one, game on. I'll see you guys later.